things in your life?
I suppose the first thing was my mum lost a battle with cancer on the 5th of January back in 2006, and also my father, he drowned trying to save a mate, and when he was 55, and that was on the 5th month on Mother's Day, and unfortunately Mum witnessed the whole thing as well. So yeah, five's not a very good number, and I was lucky that to change it around. My first Ironman, I actually turned 55 on the day of the first Ironman, so trying to use the 5 now in a positive way, and yeah, raise 55 for cancer research along the way as well.
That's brilliant. Well, let's talk about the challenge that you've set yourself before we go back and look at what happened before. What is it that you're trying to achieve?
I set out to do 5 Ironman this year, and to get people to sort of follow me, I thought I'd set an outrageous task of trying to win each one and set course records as well, which hasn't been done before. So to get people to follow me and see how I go.
So you want, you're calling the project Iron 5 for 55. So what you want to do is not just compete in 5 grueling Ironman triathlons, which is pretty tough in itself, but to win all 5 in your age category and to set 5 course records in your age group.
Yes, it's pretty stupid, doesn't it?
It sounds outrageous. Well, before we get into how you've gone so far, what do you normally do for work, Kevin?
I'm a outdoor lecturer at Regency TAFE here in Adelaide. I teach all the things that people pay for doing, like scuba diving, snorkeling, bushwalking, kayaking, all the outdoor things that we have around this area.
Wow, and have you had to take about a year off to try and fit all these Ironman triathlons in? Well,
no, lucky because 4 of them here in Australia, so you can sort of leave on the Thursday and get back on the Monday, so you only lose 2 or 3 days of work. But Hawaii is obviously a little bit different, but I've got 10 days off for that one.
Okay, well, we'll talk about Hawaii in a moment, but you haven't always been this fit, have you, Kevin?
No, being a commercial diver before I came to TAFE, obviously we stayed in pubs all the time, spent a fair bit of time away from home, so the life of being in a pub is smoking and drinking, so yeah, I got pretty unfit, and so did my brother actually. We decided to do a triathlon together to turn our lives around.
How long ago was that?
It was about 22 years ago now, and yeah, we're still both doing it, and we both haven't smoked since. So.
Wow, so you were smoking, drinking, and really enjoying the social side of life, and you just decided, I'm going to run a triathlon.
Yep, my brother sort of both talked about it and said we'd have a go, and that was just before Christmas, and then we made a New Year's resolution because we were both still smoking at the time, that we'd do another one in the new year and stop smoking and see how we go.
Wow.
We haven't looked back.
So your first Ironman was in Forster in New South Wales in 2004. So it's 10 years ago that you've managed to go from someone who was pretty unfit to someone who's now at the top of his game. Kevin, what sort of training do you need to engage in? Well, first of all, tell us what's involved in an Ironman triathlon. It's no easy feat.
No, it's a lot of people think Ironman and they relate that to surf, but Ironman triathlon, it's a 3.8k swim, followed by a 180k bike, and then you finish off with a marathon of 42.2 kilometres at the end. So it's it's a day, and you're out there for and it's for me from just above 9 hours, and the cut-off time is 17 hours. So people are out there for a fair time.
That's unbelievable. Almost 4Ks swimming, 180 Ks on the bike, and a proper marathon of 42 Ks at the end of it.
Yep.
How do you train for something like that?
Yeah,
Tell us your schedule.
Yeah, I get up pretty early every morning, and sort of have got pretty worked out now. I can get something 2 mornings in the week. I'll get 100 Ks in the hills here in Adelaide before work.
On the bike?
Yeah, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. It's early morning, usually 5:30 to 7:30, a couple of hours swimming, and then the running's done mostly at night time. And on weekends is for you're riding 180 to 200 Ks, so and then running off the bike. So you're looking at 7-8 hours of training on a Saturday, and then a long run on the Sunday. It can be up from 30 to 36 Ks, so another 3 hours on a Sunday. Well,
you are married and you're a father of 2. I take it that no one else in the family sees much of you at the moment.
It's quite funny though. I actually come back sometimes and I'm still in bed, so a lot of my training's done early in the morning. So, and I didn't start Ironman until 2004, but I was doing shorter distance triathlon before that. So my kids had grown up by the time I started Ironman, so they don't need their dad around as much as when they were younger. So it worked out pretty well.
Well, in attempting to break the hoodoo of the number 5 in your life, you were also trying to raise $55,000. Now, tell us what the fundraising is for.
It's for cancer research, obviously, in memory of my mum. And I've got my own website called Iron555. And I'm very lucky I've got sponsors. And people can go on and guess my finishing times for each of the legs, swim, the bike, run, and overall finish time. And they guess, by the time I finish, and they can win prizes from my sponsors. And I've got over $3,000 worth of prizes. So things like wetsuits, watches, running packs from Mizuno, etc. So
okay.
Great prizes from my sponsors.
Well, let's talk about what you've achieved so far. The challenge was 5 full Ironman triathlons, toughest in the world, winning each 5 in your age category and setting a course record for each 5 in your category. Now, you've done 3. You started in March of this year, the same day you turned 55?
That's correct, yeah.
And that was Melbourne. How did you go in that one?
Yeah, it's a different birthday, that's for sure. I started off, I had a really good swim. I swam in 51 minutes. And the bike, I was leading the bike overall in the fastest age group up to around about the 160k mark, and then a group of about 6 or 7 past me. So I had a really fast bike, and then the run, I was on target to get under 9 hours, which had never been done before. But unfortunately, my leg went down a bit of a pothole, and I tore my sartorius muscle, so that slowed me down a bit. But I still got 9:18, and very happy with that, and got the course record and a win. So that was the first one. So
you won, and you got the course record in Melbourne.
Yep.
The next one was in May this year, Port Macquarie. How did you go in that one?
Yeah, that was a tough race. Port Macquarie is always tough. It's a very hilly course, and it was windy that day, which suited me because my bike's the strongest leg. So I powered through the bike again, and had another good run, and won that one and set another course record, and I think it was 9:37 for that one.
Wow. And then Cairns was in June, just gone.
Yeah.
Did you win, and did you set the course record?
Yes, I did, but that was definitely one of the toughest ones. They had the coldest June day there, I think, on record. It just rained all day, and because Port Mac was so tough, I really felt it out there. So it took a lot of talking to myself to get through it. There was a lot of times on the run I just felt like just calling it quits, but yeah, so it was something at the end of it, and the course I'm trying to do. So I managed to talk through it, and got another win and another course record. So 3 down.
Congratulations, that's amazing. Just speaking of records, is winning 3 Ironmans and setting course records in 1 year ever been achieved by a previous Ironman?
Not that I know of. It's hard to sort of go back in all the years and see the different course records and that. But we sort of had a bit of a look with the 5, and I don't think anyone's got any more than that in 1 year. Anyhow, I mean, some people have got more course records spread out through years, but not sort of 3 in a row.
Wow, well, you've got 2 to go to meet your own personal challenge, and Hawaii is coming up on October the 11th. I understand you're leaving tomorrow. How's training going for that?
Yeah, well, it was really great. I did the local duathlon a few weeks back as a bit of a hit out to see how I was going, and that went well. So that I won my age group there, so I qualified for the Duathlon World Championships in Adelaide next year, and had a really strong bike. So yeah, training's going really well, and I'm in the taper time now. So it's when you back it right off and just do sort of smaller, higher intensity stuff. So my body's starting to recover, ready for the big one, yes. Gosh,
well, good luck in Hawaii. I can imagine how tough that's going to be. And then the 5th will be Busselton in December to finish off your incredible year. Well, you're 3/5 there. You've made it so far. The best of success to you in the remaining 2 Ironmen. And if people would like to support you, and all the money that you're raising goes to cancer research, the web address again is iron5 455.
Yep, that's correct. And there's 2 ways of doing it. They can have a go at just guessing my time and win prizes from my sponsors, or they can, there's a donate button there, but it goes straight to the Cancer Council, where I've got a fundraising page there, and they can make a straight donation.